Some would say a tough one tonight at Petco Park.
Very uncharacteristic.
Unusual.
Unusual.
Padres fall to the Angels tonight, 9-5, with a just disastrous ninth inning that we will get into, spoiling Jackson Merrill and what should have been a good start to this series and a homestand. So the Padres fall to the Angels. They have lost 2 straight. There's a lot to get into over the next hour. So make your way in and subscribe. If you have not subscribed to the channel, you need to do that right now. We're on our way to 8,500 subscribers with your help. Smash the like button for us. Follow us on X at John Schaefer, at Jim Russell SD. Thank you for the super chats. We'll get to all of them. If you support the channel, we appreciate that. Click the $ below the chat box. If you have a question, comment, want to control the direction of the conversation. If you want to become a member, click join down below. 2 things can be true. Robert Suarez had been terrific this year, and tonight he was flat out terrible. He walked 4 straight, which is unheard of. And then Alec Jacob comes on, and you know the rest. The home run there, the grand slam, in fact, and 9-5 Angels tonight at Petco Park, ruining what should have been a really good night for the Padres and Michael King and Jackson Merrill. So, Jim, take it wherever you want with Suarez there in the 9th inning. Padres drop the opener to the Angels, a team that came in last place in the AL West after losing yesterday to the Rockies, and it's now a 2-game losing streak for San Diego.
There's no sugarcoating this at all. The last 2 losses have been absolutely pathetic. Tonight was even worse than yesterday's loss. You wasted a Jackson Merrill game. We should have been coming on here tonight, and we should have been praising Jackson Merrill because what he did tonight was incredible. He's been incredible ever since coming off the IL. Dude's hitting 467 on the year. Like, are you kidding me? Not a small sample size. And he is the best center fielder in baseball. Like, I truly believe that. So now that Judge is a right fielder, Jackson Merrill's the best center fielder in the game. We should have been talking about that tonight, but we're not because, Robert Suarez just completely shit the bed. And what you just hope now is this doesn't spiral with Robert Suarez like we saw last year, where when he lost it for like a month.
Mm-hmm.
You obviously know what Schilte's going to say. No confidence lost. He's our guy, yada, yada, yada. But it doesn't excuse the fact that tonight he was dog shit. And we both agree. We were texting. You have to let him just die out there. Like, you can't, you just got to let it go. It's not a game in October, game 5 or game 7, where it's like, okay, we have to make a move here. It's like, no, we are still in May. It's May 12th. And, if he's going to blow it, just blow it. Like last week, I said, if the bullpen's going to have a bad night, have it be spectacularly bad. Now, they've ended up having an awful week after that 10-run inning. But
ever since the 4 horsemen comment.
Yeah, my fault. I'll take blame for that one. 100% my fault. I am the jinx there. But yeah, just a dog shit performance by Robert Suarez. He knows it. Schilte knows it. Everybody knows it. And just awful loss.
You and I agree, and I'll call out Darnay right now. He can come in here and talk about it with us. I disagree, where Darnay said, you probably got to go to the bullpen earlier than when Suarez left the game. But you can't yank your closer with a lead because you're ripping all the confidence away from your closer. And he's been 15 for 15 in save opportunities until tonight. You either get out of the jam spectacularly or you blow it spectacularly. And that's what happened here tonight. And that's what I think a manager should do with a closer of the ilk of Robert Suarez, who you're going to count on all year long, who you hope to be pitching in the postseason for you. It was bad enough tonight. What would have made it worse is if they would have went to Alec Jacob earlier and he still blew it and allowed a grand slam or a 3-run home run or whatever. We'll never know what would have happened. I'm not saying they couldn't have won the game if Suarez was yanked earlier. They could have, but you're ripping confidence away from your closer. He had been great until he wasn't. And consider this the 9th inning, not to excuse Robert Suarez. He was awful. But if you consider how this plays out, Diaz can't hold on to a foul tip, strike 3. Toddy, who makes every play, should have made that play, let's be honest, in right. It was a good play because he runs so damn well. He's a gazelle. It was in his mid. He should make that play. Yep. And the Cronenworth ball was off his glove. Now, that would excuse it. I'm just telling you that on another night, maybe they win that game. Suarez was awful. They still could have gotten out of it. And I'm not going to put the entire season. I'm not going to say Suarez can't get it done because of tonight. We've all watched baseball long enough to know that this is a part of it. We've repeatedly say Robert Suarez will blow a save. Obviously.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to blow multiple saves this year. Now, the way he blew it tonight was spectacular. I mean, it was truly spectacular, the manner
really
in which he blew the save. So you never want to see
John.
that. Against a very, very bad average team without Mike Trout, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and we see these supers, by the way. We're going to get to all of them. We're just reacting to this game. Then we'll get to the super chats. But I don't really – how many times have we said, Jim, the job of the manager is get the game to your closer? So Mike Trout did. He got it to the closer, and the closer didn't do his job, and you move on until tomorrow. There's nothing else you can do. I mean, that's what I would do. It's May, thankfully, not October. If this happened in Game 3 of some postseason series, it's an absolute disaster and a nightmare and a season coster. Hopefully, that's not the case here tonight in May.
No, it's not. There's difference between overreacting and just telling you what we saw tonight, which is it was awful, awful. And I completely agree with you as far as, leaving him in there. And then when you took him out, like, as soon as he gave up the tie, it's like, all right, we're done here. And truthfully, like, if it weren't for the Angels players swinging at ball fours, like nonstop,
you're right.
It could have happened quicker. It should have happened quicker. I mean, Robert Suarez could not throw a strike if his life depended on it tonight. He just could not throw a strike. And the Angels players were giving him out after out after out, not like actual outs, but like giving him opportunities, right? So, it is what it is. It's a bad loss, as bad as you're going to get in the sport, especially with the closer, how good he was pitching for this team. But man, when Suarez just loses it, he really loses it.
I mean, it wasn't like he was close. His fastball was so far up in the zone. He was probably, I mean, we'd have to look on like Gamecast. He's probably missing by 14 inches on average there. He was missing by a lot. He was missing by a foot plus. He still, again, had this strikeout that Diaz couldn't hold on to. And then Alec Jacob, the pitch that was hit for a grand slam was an awful pitch. All right. I mean, it could not have been a worse pitch. Like center cut, breaking pitch over the zone, right into his wheelhouse. Just an absolute disaster of a pitch, 2-2 there. After he got the second out, he got the strikeout. Then I realized that home run. Let's start here. We'll get to all the supers. I wanted to thank Tyler because this is so generous, and he calls out Jim. So thank you, Tyler, again for your very generous super chat. He says, Jim, please use this money to buy some candles for a prayer circle to undo the voodoo magic you inflicted on this bullpen. Since the Four Horsemen comment, the bullpen has a 20 ERA. I'm not kidding.
I know you're not. That's like legit. That's like legit.
I might have undersold it. It's somewhere between 20 and 25 runs per 9 innings, earned run average from the bullpen since you said it. I'll do the math before tomorrow's John and Jim, but it's probably in the neighborhood of 25-ish would be the ERA since you said it.
This coming from Too Much Morton's on Twitter. So May 5th last week, when clearly I obviously hyped up the bullpen on May 5th. I'm assuming I did. That was, I think, before. Was that before the 10-run? Yeah, that was the Monday, last Monday night, a week ago. So in 1 week, their bullpen ERA as a whole went from a 1.68 to a 3.25.
It doubled.
They went from the best in baseball to 7th best in baseball. It doubled in a week. That's impressive to do.
I agree.
That's wow. So anyway, I'll take the L here. If you want to blame anybody, blame me. All right. I'm like Schulte. If you want, I need to be better. Right. I don't know what the fuck I can do. Like same thing with Schulte, but I know
it's not your fault.
It's not my fault. It's not my fault that I throw hangers and I can't find the strike zone.
What's crazy is they add insurance for Robert Suarez at home, and then they hype up the entrance and the blackout and the music, and that's fine. Yeah. But I mean, it was also the first batter I don't even remember how it happened, but 1 out, nobody on is how it started. Maybe it was a strikeout. I don't even remember. I know it was 1 out, nobody on. And that's when all hell broke loose in the 9th inning. Thank you again, Tyler. Very generous of you. We appreciate you guys. Subscribe if you're here. And thank you for the super chats. Click the $sign below the chat box like No Mama did. He says, why does Fernando look sad? I didn't think that he did. He homered in this game. Now, he didn't make that play in right. I don't think that Fernando looks sad. Is that what you would say about Toddy, who homered this weekend, homered again tonight? I mean, he might be sad with the end result of the game. I think that's a possibility.
I don't know, Bert. I don't know where you're like, what you're referring to as far as like when he was looking sad.
Right.
Do you think a moment Merrill like took a baseball bat and started just like beating the shit out of a water cooler in the upper dugout?
Twice in a week, they ruined it for him. Home run at Yankee Stadium off Fried, plus an RBI single to give him a lead. They lose that game. Tonight, catch, triple, single, blah, blah, blah. Blow it for him.
Yeah.
That's what they owe him 2. They don't owe him 1. Like he should have been pitching in the 9th inning, not freaking Suarez.
I know.
Padres news. Thank you. Says, who's the leader? Manny plays for himself. Stop it. Stop. Manny leads the National League in hitting.
Jackson had a great night.
Jackson Merrill
and the plate
is hitting 500. Tatis hitting 320 or whatever. Stop. That can't be real.
Guys, here's the thing. You know us, all right? We overreact a good amount, maybe sometimes too much. We're not overreacting tonight. We are only looking at this game as a singular game. And in the singular game tonight, it was awful. I'm not going to proclaim that like the bullpen is now on a downward spiral and they need to make a move, or, you know, Toddy looks sad, or Manny Machado's not a leader. Like, no, not tonight. Not tonight. Even with last night too, after a 21-0 win, you know, these last 2 nights have been dog shit. Plain and simple. And you move on tomorrow. You take 2 or 3 from the Angels, and you move on. But tonight sucked.
Yeah, I mean, Manny Machado has hit in 12 consecutive games. Is 2 for 3 tonight. He's hitting 331. Like he leads the National League by like 10 points in batting average. I know it's May, but he's played basically every game. We're at the quarter point, folks. They've played 40 games. They've played 25% of their season. They're 25-15. So consider that. That's pretty damn good. Pace it out. That's pretty damn good. But the last 2 days, I agree with Jim, have not been good. But put nothing on Manny, Toddy, Merrill, like none of that. I mean, it has nothing to do with the offense tonight. 5 runs is enough at home. You should win every time when you score 5 runs at home, or by and large. Russ, thank you, man. He says, out off Cron's glove, out off Nando's glove. Yeah, we've talked about this. Out off Diaz's glove. Not all on Suarez, but this is why one-trick pony closers always make me nervous. I honestly don't think he's been a one-trick pony this year because he throws his breaking ball. And I said that. I mean, it's an excuse. I think there's some legitimacy to it tonight, especially the ball to right that Nando didn't catch. And I think the strikeout that Diaz didn't hold on to. I mean, it was in and out of his mitt. But this is on Suarez. At the end of the day, he's accountable. He's got to do a better job. You can't walk 4 consecutive batters. But I don't think he's a one-trick pony, truthfully.
I think that this year he has shown that he's been able to incorporate that second pitch more and be effective with it. He did it in New York last week, if you remember. I mean, that at bat with Jason Dominguez, go back and watch it. I think he struck him out on I don't know what it was. Was it a sinker or a changeup or I don't know. But yeah, tonight hopefully is a one-off for Robert Suarez. Like, hopefully tonight is just one of those games that every closer has in a season and you just like move on, right? But yeah, absolutely right. The out that went off of Tatis's glove, like,
yeah.
I mean, it's brutal, but closers got to deal with sometimes that, and they have to overcome it. And Robert Suarez couldn't overcome that.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. I think they're good points, but yeah, I mean, it's still at the end of the day, to walk 4 in an inning, you're asking to lose. I mean, if you win with 4 walks in an inning, that's incredible. And they didn't, because they didn't deserve to win at the end of the day. Evan, thank you for the super chat. He says Merrill with a casual 467 average and a 1259 OPS. Now, this is in 15 games. The Padres have played 40. This is in 15. For him to be a qualifier, he's going to have to play, by the way, folks. Like, he's going to have to play every day for the next couple of months to be a qualifier. But you can't be better than he's been. You just cannot. And the catch he made in the 7th inning on that sinking liner to preserve a 1-run lead is as good as it gets. The read, the reaction, the jump, laying it on the line where I didn't think he had a chance in hell of making the play. And if it gets by him, everything goes haywire. He made an incredible play. I know he did earlier. This was a much better play coming in considering the circumstances. He's a brilliant two-way player right now, right at the plate. But defensively, he is a brilliant, brilliant player.
Dude, I mean, you are literally running out of words to describe Jackson Merrill other than, like, just get used to this. Not to, like, what he's, like, 467, but just get used to he is one of the best players in baseball. He is as clutch as they get. He, what's the word I'm looking for? He wants to be in the moment. Like he welcomes the moment. He doesn't shy away from it. The lights are never too bright for Jackson Merrill. And I just, I'm looking at what he has done this year so far. 467, 4 homers, 17 RBI, and 60 at bats with a 1259 OPS. It just makes your mind wander. Like, what would this kid be? What would this kid's numbers be if he actually didn't miss 24 games?
It's now 25 with yesterday.
Or 25, sorry.
Yeah. I know. Well, you're right. It was 24 games then yesterday, the illness. But I don't know. Would he be hitting 400 right now?
I mean, probably not, because it's just like the law of averages.
Would he be hitting 367? Probably.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe he's in 360 with 9 homers and 30 RBI. Like,
yeah, probably. Honestly, with the way he's played this year, there's no reason to think that that's not who he would be right now. I didn't even mean to pull that one up because you were trolling us. So thanks for the super, but I'm not going to pull it up even though I did. JD's third, thank you. He says, keep calm and carry on. Everything is fine. Kind of like not really emoji. I think by and large, they are fine. They're 25-15. That's a really nice 40-game stretch for any team in the major leagues. I mean, any team. So I think by and large, they are fine, but I don't think everything is fine because the bullpen thing has now become concerning to me because it's not just Wandy Peralta and it's not just one or two guys. Now it's leaking into the back of your bullpen and guys like Robert Suarez. So, I think by and large, they're fine, but I wouldn't say that everything is fine.
This is their first real bump in the road here as a bullpen, obviously. And bullpens, they're going to go through this in this season. They're not going to be perfect all year long. We've seen their best. We've seen their worst. And hopefully their worst, which is what they're showing right now, doesn't last for too much longer. I'm not going to use fatigue as a reason why. I really am not, because they've had so many off days this year. And it's not like their starters are only giving you 4 innings every outing.
Right.
Like, do you honestly think fatigue is a factor here, or would you use fatigue as a excuse?
No, I wouldn't. I mean, did it cross my mind today that they had a 9-game road trip and then didn't have an off day? But that's just part of it. I mean, I'm sorry. San Francisco had 17 consecutive games earlier this year. I mean, it is part of it. And they have a stretch, Kevin mentioned it today, where they have 3 off days over 5 weeks. They'll play 32 games in 35 days or 33 and 36. I mean, this is what it's going to be. Come late May until the All-Star break, they don't have near the same number of off days. So this is what it's going to be. This is why they need you, Darvish. This is why they need to stay healthy. This is why they need their bullpen to be better. But I'm with you, Jim. I'm not using fatigue as an excuse for the reason as to why they lost this game. They did enough to win this game, so I don't think fatigue is an excuse.
Yeah, they've had 7 off days already this year.
Yeah, it's a fortune.
That's a huge number for it being on May 12th. Yeah, 40 games, 7 off days.
It's a huge number.
I'm with you. As an excuse.
HJ, thank you, man. He says, end of the magical beginning of the 2025 season. I don't think so. I mean,
season's over.
They went 3-8 guys over an 11-game stretch. They lost 4 straight. They were swept at home by Tampa. So this actually isn't the hardest of times they've even been on this year, I would say. Yeah, the Rockies loss isn't a good look. I mean, the Angels are nowhere near as pathetic as the Rockies. I mean, they came in like 6 or 7 games under 500, not 30 games under 500. So no, I'm not comfortable to say anything based on yesterday or today, other than you wish they got at least one of them. I mean, specifically tonight, I wouldn't care at all about yesterday if they won today 5-3. It wouldn't even cross my mind ever again. But now that they lost today, it absolutely crosses my mind. So that's on them. They could have completely put that behind them by winning today. And unfortunately, they didn't. And now they got to be perfect the next 2 days to win the series. Otherwise, they're losing a series to the Angels at home, which is not a good look, especially when you've been swept by the Rays at home this year. So hopefully that doesn't happen.
Yeah, it's not a good look either when you win a game 21-0 and then kind of you shit the bed one game and you just kind of you do nothing in the other. Mm-hmm. Sunday you did nothing. I mean, just completely lethargic, going through the motions type of game for them. And then tonight, you blew it. So yeah, it's disappointing for sure. It's not the end of the season, guys. It's not. It's not even close. But these last 2 days have been extremely frustrating.
Would you like to respond to this, Talon? Thank you for the super. It says Jim is the swag chain and Kershaw jumbotron of 2025. Okay, the swag chain didn't go well, and the Kershaw meme didn't go well.
Let's just say this: in the middle of my jinxing of the bullpen, they had a 21-0 win and a game where they scored 13 runs.
True, but the bullpen sucked in the 13-run game, and the 21-0 game, the bullpen didn't pitch.
The bullpen in the 13-0 game was Wandy Peralta and Sean Reynolds. All right. Today it was, Alec Jacob and Suarez.
Yeah. No, I agree. It's not on Jim. I don't think. Andrew, thank you. He says Suarez never misses up. Just a bad day. Relax. I mean, again, that's kind of the two things. I keep using the two things can be true. Nobody's saying Suarez isn't going to be able to refine what he had. I'm not saying quit on Suarez. I really am not. I think he's going to be a big piece, obviously, for them to get to where they want to get. But it was a terrible outing. So, yeah, He's been great, but the outing was terrible. And I guess maybe when you blow a save, that's what you say oftentimes. But this was what were they say? I mean, this was just bad. It was just flat out bad tonight.
It's flat. It was a really bad night. Guess what, guys? He's probably going to be called on tomorrow if they have a 1-run lead in the 9th inning.
I think he'll be down.
Actually, you're probably right. You're right. Yeah, I don't think so.
I think he'll be down because of pitches. Because how many pitches did he throw?
A lot.
33. I think he'll be down. Maybe he bounces back, but I think he'll be down. We're going to get back to the super chats in a moment. We do need to tell you about our title sponsor, Mark Nimitz. If you're here, guys, about 400 of you are here live right now. Please subscribe, and many more on replay. Please subscribe. We're trying to get to 8,500 subscribers tonight with your help, so please subscribe. We're within like 60 or 70 subscribers of that. We've been doing this channel for 4 years, and we can't do it without your support and without the support of Mark Nimitz, who's our title sponsor. He's been with us since day one of the wrap-up show on YouTube. He's a great insurance agent. You can take that from us. I've got 3 insurance policies through Mark. If you need an insurance agent, let Mark take care of you. He's going to save you time and money, and he's got great service and communication. Take that from me. I had to file a claim in 2022. He saved us so much time and money. So whether it's auto, home, renters, life, earthquake, whatever it is, let Mark Nimitz save you time and money. And if you ever need him, he's going to be there for you. He's a lifelong Padres fan. He's a native San Diegan. He has supported this channel since day one. So if you support our work, please support our title sponsor on the wrap-up show. Click the link in the description down below. Get free quotes. Get in contact with Mark Nimitz at Farmers Insurance.
All his information right there. You see it on the screen, mnimitz at farmersagent.com. When you reach out to Mark, let him know that John and Jeff, the wrap-up show, sent you.
All right, back to the supers. Just click the $sign below the chat box. I completely disagree with this. I do appreciate your support of our channel, Padres News.
He's just mad.
This is the second
They're just mad
super of the night. But, I mean, how on earth can you put any of this on Manny Machado? We needed a leader, not a batting average leader. I mean, listen, I always say it, heavy is the head that wears the crown, but not when you are lifting the crown single-handedly. I mean, the guy has been unbelievable over the last 2 weeks. I mean, truly unbelievable. As good of a hitter as there's been in baseball by and large over the last 2 weeks. So I don't even know what that means. I really don't even know what that means.
This is a case of Padres news just being upset about tonight.
What could Manny have done?
John, there's no point even arguing that.
Could he have had a grand slam?
John, there's no point in even like attempting
Could he
to
have pitched,
argue
Jim?
whatever that he should have. You know what? He should have pitched, and he should have had
Should he have
every
rallied the
single
bullpen? Should he have huddled the bullpen like the Sinister Sling night?
He should have gone over there and be like, "Give me the ball, Swarry."
This is how bad it's gotten. I'm drinking a juice box.
I'm drinking a juice too.
Thanks, Jones.
What kind of juice is that?
Organic and very good lemonade. 35 calories. Not bad. Kids. Honest kids. It's good.
I mean, such an on-brand thing for you.
It's so on brand. JD's third thank you, man. Says, can we get 8 more Merrills for the team? Please. They're not losing because of their lineup tonight.
Dude, listen. The top of their lineup tonight. All right, guys. I want you to listen to this real quick for me. All right, let me just pull this up. Tatis was 1 for 5 with a home run.
That's good.
Suarez 1 for 4 with a run scored. Okay.
Take it.
Manny 2 for 3 with a run scored and a walk.
Pretty
Jackson
good.
Merrill 3 for 4 with a triple, 2 runs scored and an RBI.
Yeah, solid.
So at the top of their lineup here, John, they went 7 for 16 tonight. Right? Yeah, 7 for 16.
That? Wow.
I have no idea. They went 7 for 16 with 2 RBI, a home run, a triple, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. Yeah, they need to get they need to get rid of everybody else except for Jackson Merrill. Top 4 of the lineup is elite, guys. The top 4 of the lineup is elite.
And by the way, they were gifted the lead in this game on the shit play on the comeback off the bat of Xander Bogaerts that scored 2 runs.
That's true.
They're probably never leading this game. They're never in this position, if not for the absolute horrific defense by the Angels in that inning. That was part of that 3-run third inning. I don't think they're even in that position without that play. So that was completely gifted to them. Here's that, and they couldn't take advantage of that. Like, look a gift horse in the mouth type situation. They just couldn't take advantage of it. I'll pull this up. It's from a Dodger troll. Thank you, Carlos, for supporting our channel by giving us money. He says, lights are never too bright for Jackson Merrill. He botched the same exact play in the playoffs on a Teoscar hit. Like the kid a lot, but let's chill. Okay, the kid hasn't lived up to the hype, Carlos. I mean, just pull up his baseball reference page. Like, he's been as valuable as any player that debuted in 2024 in Major League Baseball. That includes Paul Skeens. So, no.
My favorite part about what Carlos said there is nothing, because it's all dumb.
It's so dumb.
It's the fact that he decided to come into a Padres channel,
hang out for a half hour,
send us money,
support us.
Support the channel. Thank you. We appreciate it. We appreciate everybody that supports the channel. And think that, like, we're not going to kill him when we pull up his comment.
Like, I love how even he admits he likes the kid, but let's chill. What do you mean, let's chill? What else would you like him to do? Well, he didn't play that Teoscar ball well, so I got to really slow down. Aaron Judge dropped a freaking fly ball. Does that mean you need to hold your opinion on Aaron Judge as a hitter, Carlos? I mean, give me a break. Joshua, thank you for the super. He says, Suarez not throwing in the zone, Angels not chasing. I agree with that. Toddy and Crone not making routine plays, giving up free runs. That was self-inflicting. I don't know if the Cronenworth play was routine. I watched it a couple of times over. I went back and rewound that inning. I think if he gloves it, maybe he gets the out, but I can't guarantee it. Tatis has to make that play. I agree with that. Tatis not just has to. It's a play he always makes. He makes that routinely. So it was a routine play for him, but I would agree that it was self-inflicting, Jim, with Suarez with the walks and then Tatis and Diaz. I think Diaz and Toddy more than Cronenworth for me. So, yeah, I would agree that was self-inflicting in the 9th inning.
When you walk 4 guys,
that's the self-inflicting.
I get it. The defense behind you wasn't great and could have made some plays for you and helped you out, but When they don't, your job as a closer is to overcome those things.
Sure.
And if you're getting, hit in the 9th inning, yeah, that sucks. But what's even worse is when you walk everybody. I much rather see Robert Suarez give up hits. Actually, no, I take that back. I take it back. Because I don't want to. Yeah.
You'd rather see him. I think I'd rather see him be aggressive, truthfully. I mean, I think.
Yes, but we saw that happen last year in September when he was aggressive and he got just fucking shelled.
Yeah.
So actually, I'm okay with him losing. As you drink your juicy cup,
we're having like a serious conversation. I'm like,
you're like sipping your juicy box.
Do you have any goldfish over there?
I wish. No, I am not going to lose it over him walking the world tonight, because we know Ruben, he can fix that right away. If it's a command thing, he's got to unlock, and I'd much rather have that be the case. Now, I don't want this to be a reoccurring thing. Like, if this turns into a reoccurring thing where you can't find the plate, you're like, okay, there's a problem. But if it's a one-time thing, it's a one-time thing, and you just move on.
Yeah, I agree. If it's a one-time thing, I mean, if he goes out and then saves the next 15 tries successfully and then has another blown save, all right. Well, if it happens every 16th game, we'll move on. Right. HBBBV, thank you for the super. It says Merrill over Doyer's homegrown Andy Pages and Roki Kryzaki. I don't think Roki's homegrown. I just think I don't even care to compare Merrill to other players or teams. Truthfully, I don't think you need to defend Jackson Merrill. I just think Jackson Merrill is one of the best players in the sport right now. I don't think that's very arguable. I don't care if he's 22 or 26 or 32. I just think he's playing like one of the best players in the sport. Hopefully he continues for the Padres. He's not that he's incomparable. There's other players like him, but the way he's playing right now, he's one of the best players in the sport.
Yeah, there's no question about it. Jackson Merrill. If you were building an outfield right now, it's hard to think of a center fielder that you would put out there above Jackson Merrill, right? Like right now,
because Judge is in right. I mean, Trout's old and tired. He's in right now.
Yeah, Trout's done. Trout's off the table.
I agree.
He's off the table. Agree. But if I'm just saying, all right, right now, hold on, let me pull this up here. All right. Best outfield right now. Right field goes to Aaron Judge, correct? No doubter.
Has to.
Okay.
I mean, where's Tucker? Is Tucker in right?
Tucker's also in right, so that takes it out of the equation. Now, if you're just building an outfield regardless of position,
right, then you got like Soto's and Judge and
different
Tucker's.
Story. Different story. But if I'm going position wise, to me, it's Judge in right. It's Merrill in center. And left field. Oh, I know. I mean, well, this might be too soon. I mean, James Wood's pretty freaking good, but
he's in left.
Like, if you're just going position by position, I mean, it's not, those aren't the three best just plain outfielders in baseball, but like, yeah, I mean, James Wood's pretty freaking good, guys.
Yeah, and so is Merrill. To your point,
yes.
I think it is completely fair to say if he's not the best center fielder in baseball, he's right there. And if he's not a top 3 outfielder in the sport, I think that's probably fair because there's some damn good right fielders in the sport. But he's playing unbelievably. So I mean, we're arguing over like semantics. If you don't think he's okay, so he's a top 5 outfielder in the sport. He's a top 6 outfielder. I mean, that's pretty damn good across the 30 teams. All right, Carlos, thank you again for the super. All right, he says, LOL, Jim. He doesn't say Jim. But he says, LOL, y'all getting so defensive. I've been giving you guys money for over a year. I like you guys, plus Dodgers have an off day. I got to watch ball somehow. And Jim, you're a crybaby, LOL.
Thanks.
Listen, we're happy to have you in the chat, okay? But we can respectfully disagree. We're not like cursing and screaming at you. No. But it is a bit, again, and we have a bias, don't get me wrong, Carlos, but to be fair, and I think you'd admit this, Carlos, it's a biased take to be like, I like the kid, but like jury's still out. That's a biased take. Like that's a
hater take.
If Jackson Merrill played on the Dodgers, you would own 17 variations of his jersey. And you'd buy rookie cards of his like I've been buying over the last 48 hours.
Of course you would have. Yeah.
Okay. So I got in on the cards before he had his 3-hit game tonight, Jim.
But, wow, look at you.
But again, it's like, you know what I mean? Like haters are going to hate. That's fine. I mean, we do that with Dodger players. That's completely fine. But like, can you imagine if Jackson Merrill was a Dodger, what Dodger fans would tell you about Jackson Merrill?
Yeah, it'd be the greatest thing ever for them.
Yeah. So it is. Listen, I mean, it is what it is. It's all good. Guys, Padres lost tonight, but you can get there tomorrow thanks to our friends at SeatGeek, and you can get $20 off your order as well. Your first order, all you need to do is use promo code PODSWRAP. So we've hooked you guys up. Use code PADSWRAP. You'll get $20 off your first order at SeatGeek of $50 or more. That's $20 off your first purchase with promo code PODSWRAP. Make sure you click the link in the description to download the app and have the code automatically added to your account so you can use it later. We do want to thank SeatGeek. And for tomorrow's game, Jim, tickets are starting at just $25. So you pick up a pair of tickets for tomorrow. Like, look at this, 316. Okay, you're in the 300 level, but a pair of tickets for 25, which means $50. Use the promo code. You're down to $30. You're getting in for $30 for 2 tickets tomorrow to see the Padres and the Angels, thanks to our friends at SeatGeek.
And SeatGeek's MLB's official ticket marketplace. Your tickets, they're fully guaranteed and instantly fulfilled in your account after purchase. All you have to do is use our promo code PODSWRAP, PADSWRAP, for $20 off your first purchase of $50 or more. Get the app, start looking for tickets. Use the scale. 1 to 10 is what they show you there. Green means good, red means bad. Buy tickets in the green. So download the SeatGeek app right now. Buy some tickets for tomorrow night's game. As John just says, you can get in for $30 using our promo code PODSWRAP, PADSWRAP. So do that right now and enjoy the game tomorrow, thanks to us.
All right. We thank our friends at SeatGeek. We thank everyone for hanging out tonight. Again, subscribe year-round content for Padres and baseball fans. And thank you for the super chats. We'll get to all of them. Just click the $ below the chat box. I did want to mention this, just a bit off topic from tonight's game. I truly believe this. I think what happened tonight is Ethan Salas went from highly touted prospect to prospect.
Oh,
with all due respect.
Yeah.
I think Ethan Salas has gone from highly touted prospect to prospect. He's got a stress reaction in his lower back. He's going to be out into July. This was AJ Preller tonight. They're optimistic on his recovery. Well, they were optimistic on everything when it comes to recoveries. It requires rest. The guy has not hit a lick in the minor leagues in his entire career. I know he's young, and he is. Even if he missed his whole year, he remains young next year. I just think when you compare the trajectories right now in the minor leagues of DeVries and Salas, they're probably not even comparable. And I think we're going to look up a year from now, Jim, or excuse me, heading into 2026. And I don't think Salas will be anywhere near one of the top 2 prospects in the Padres organization. I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't a top 100 prospect in baseball. He might get another year of that, but he's on a slippery slope right now. Not that prospect rankings matter. I just want to see the guy hit in the major leagues, like produce/hit. But right now, I mean, his stock is falling.
Oh, it's drastically falling. I agree with you. I think the future of this organization, as far as in the minors is concerned, it is through Leo DeVries, and it's not even close. I mean, it's a bummer because of how much they've invested in Ethan Salas. Hey, he can still become a really good big leaguer, but I don't see that happening anytime soon. Could be wrong, but I just don't. I mean, the guy hasn't hit at all in the minors. He's now dealing with injury. I think they might have pushed him too fast. From everybody we've spoken with, like that's kind of the sentiment there is like, yeah, maybe they pushed that. There's no reason to have pushed him this quickly, this young, especially for a catcher. Like defensively, they might have thought the world of him and probably still do. But I mean, his offense just hasn't been there in the minors. And it's just to expect the catcher hitting like 200 in the minors and all of a sudden he's going to figure it out at the big league level. Like, no, not happening anytime soon, at least. I am afraid that this is going to turn into, I'm not gonna say another Luis Campusano situation, because I think defensively they would keep him at the big league level just for that alone. But like there's a chance, in 4 or 5 years, we might be sitting here saying, when are we going to see it offensively for Ethan Salas?
Yeah,
like, that's
and
a big thing.
I think it was Kyle Glazer who the last time he joined us said it was maybe organizational malpractice.
Yeah,
what the Padres have done with Ethan Salas, his words. Salas in his career, now again, take it with a grain of salt of he turns 19 June 1st, so in 3 weeks. So he's not 19. But in his career, he's hit 221 with a 652 OPS. He only played 10 games this year, by the way. He's been out for weeks before they made this announcement. He has not played in weeks. He hit 188 in 10 games with 0 home runs and a 544 OPS. Maybe that has to do with the injury, but until he shows us something more, he is going to be dropping quickly in these rankings. And I'm not overly concerned about the rankings, but I am concerned about them developing him properly. And you could already make the argument, what on earth is this guy doing in Double-A? He hasn't shown you anything to warrant him playing in Double-A. And if you're going to tell me his defense is so damn good, then he can defend an A-ball. It doesn't matter. You're not like, if his defense is already major league ready, then worry about his bat. Then go throw him in freaking A-ball. Worry about his bat. Don't worry about his glove. It just doesn't make any sense to me. And I wonder where he like picks things back up when he does return, hopefully later this year in July or August. Rocket, thank you, man, for the super chat. He says Jackson Merrill is good at baseball. I just don't think enough people know how good he truly is. I tend to agree with that nationally. I think locally, I think everyone here knows, but I think people in the Midwest or the East Coast are completely unfamiliar probably with what Jackson Merrill has. He has not gotten near the publicity of a Paul Skeens or a couple of years ago, like a Julio Rodriguez. Like, I don't think he's been like the star of stars nationally, but I think he's been a complete star locally.
Yeah, because baseball's a regional sport, it's not a national sport.
And with us being in the West, he plays late,
And the only players that are known nationally are like the big superstars. Ohtani, Judge, like Harper, like, Soto.
Yeah.
Jackson Merrill has an opportunity to get there, but like a Bobby Witt Jr. type of player.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. That's a great example.
I think he could absolutely become that type of guy, because he continues to do stuff on the field where you're like, that's amazing. That's amazing. And the more he does it, the more it will be shown on like MLB Twitter, and the national media will pick it up. And then, all-star appearances and things of that nature. Because he's definitely got the it factor. Like, he has the look, he has the style, he's got, the mentality, the way he speaks, like he's got it all. Like, everything about him, it screams superstar player.
Completely.
He's got the cool number 3. He's got the look. He's got the hair. Like, everything about him. He's got the tattoos. He's got the style of play, the swagger. Like, he has it all. It's kind of crazy because I feel like everything I just said there, we said the exact same thing about Tatis, at 22 years old as well.
I agree with that. I mean, I would say that oftentimes the second year for major leaguers is the more challenging year than their rookie year. That sophomore slump is real in baseball. The book's out. Teams have off seasons to prepare for you. They can study you. They can break you down more effectively. And you gotta go replicate, right? You put up numbers. Now you got to go post those numbers again. Look at Jake Cronenworth, right? Like, he put up numbers for a year or two, and then he wasn't able to live up to what he was when he was a younger player. But I mean, Jackson Merrill has proven people wrong along the way. He has, switching positions, playing this type of defense, hitting for power. I don't think anyone a year and a half ago was talking about this guy's a legitimate 30 home run threat as a young player. I don't think anyone can predict the future, like what happens at 27. But I don't think people are calling on him to be a 30 home run hitter as a young player in the major leagues. Now he's still got to do that, but he's been awesome. I mean, that's what I like about this team. Let Merrill be Merrill, let Manny be Manny, let Toddy be Toddy, and it should work itself out. that they can continue to play at a good clip. The last 2 days haven't been good, but again, it's not on Merrill, Toddy, Machado.
No.
Padres News says we are press pass, or is this press pass merchants? What does that mean? Follow up. Put it. You don't have to follow up with the super. Just put it in the chat. Padres News.
Bro, you know how hard it is for me to get a press pass?
Yeah, it's how I never use press passes. Padres News.
I mean, it's hard because legitimately the time of our show.
Yeah, we work until 6 p.m.
and we have lives and families we have to be with, or else we're not going to have them anymore.
We do a 4-hour show and then we do this every night, so you can troll us.
Yes. And I try to go as many as I can, but I don't think you realize how legitimately hard it is for us to get press passes.
I don't even understand what that point is. Should we be getting more press passes, is he saying?
No, he's saying because we're defending Manny, so we get press passes.
Is this your first time watching our channel? Because we're more critical of the Padres than anyone in this city, and we usually catch flack for our criticism, not for our defense.
I think that comment was meant for the guys across the street from us.
Yeah, I mean,
just a thought.
Someone tell them how it is. I honestly feel like this is your first time. Is this your first time on YouTube? Did you just create that?
He's trolling. They're trolling.
Handle?
Whoever it is. They're trolling.
It's fine. Whatever. Maria says he's troll.
And yeah, he's a troll.
All right. While we have a moment, MOA Globes.
MOA Globes.
Yeah. Everyone relax. Pick up a globe. All right. This will make you feel way better. It's like Suarez didn't even allow 6 runs. He didn't even allow the 6 runs. If you pick up a MOA Globe, you can put your head on the pillow and go to sleep easily. Use promo code PWS10. That's PWS10, Padres wrap-up show, PWS10, and get 10% off. They have all 30 teams officially licensed. These spin automatically with artificial or natural light. No cords, no wires. Terrific products. They have other globes as well, in addition to MLB, but all 30 teams is the perfect gift idea for the baseball fan in your life. San Diego company. Technology invented right here in North County in Cardiff by the Sea. These are terrific, terrific gift ideas. Great for a home or work office. The perfect gift for the baseball fan in your life that's got everything else. Make sure to use promo code PWS10. Click that link in the description down below.
PWS10. Use our promo code. Pick up a MOA Globe for yourself, a friend, a loved one, for a bookshelf, desk, work desk, nightstand, wherever you want. Get a Padres MOA Globe today. Just make sure you use our promo code PWS10.
You hate to waste Michael King on the mound at home, I would say.
A lot of wasting tonight, right?
A lot of wasting. I mean, you're facing a decent pitcher, I thought, in Kikuchi. But King's given a lead that is preserved by great defense from Jackson Merrill. You add on, and then you throw that away. So, yeah, I mean, they absolutely need to put themselves in a position to bounce back behind Dylan Cease. Am I curious what Cease looks like tomorrow? I hope he looks like the Dylan Cease we saw at Yankee Stadium, but he left due to some type of freak cramping, quote unquote. And now he's going to pitch 5 or 6 days later, and he's going to have to be good again for the Padres, hopefully tomorrow. And then it's Randy Vasquez on Wednesday night. So they got work to do at this point to win this series, clearly. With Cease, we'll see. He's been up and down, and that's putting it lightly. And then Randy Vasquez, who's coming off a really good outing in Colorado, but, Colorado is the worst team in baseball as well.
Ready for this cliche? Take it one game at a time, John.
I do like that. They really should. They shouldn't take it like 3 games at a time.
Take it one game at a time.
Do you think they're looking ahead to the Vetter Cup, and that's why they slipped up in the 9th inning?
Oh, that's such a great point.
How about that take? There's your lead on the show tomorrow. It was the Vetter Cup that cost them.
They're looking
Robert
ahead.
Torres is probably already thinking about Seattle.
Exactly. He realized that it's such an important series with Seattle. I can't wait, by the way. Mm-hmm. I cannot wait until what time's the game on Friday? 6:40. I can't wait until around 3:40, 3:30. We start seeing the quotes from Schulte about how he is so jacked up for the Vetter Cup.
He's definitely going to sell that, man.
Oh my God. I think they had hats made for the Vetter Cup, by the way. I saw Jesse Agler, his Instagram post tonight, and he posted a picture of a hat, pretty cool hat, and it says the Vetter Cup on it.
Where do we get that hat?
I don't know, but Friday in that dugout, Schilte's gonna be wearing a Vetter Cup hat.
Dude, he better. Or a John and Jim hat would be nice.
Speaking of John and Jim hats, you can get your John and Jim hat today. Just go to our shop. John will put a link in the description, or at least in the chat right now.
Hold on. I'm gonna read you a great quote in a moment. I'll put that link in a second.
Okay. From who?
Hold on. Okay, this is in Kevin Acey's recap. Jackson Merrill was not in the mood to discuss his catch or anything else. I don't care, he said. I'm not going to talk about it. You guys know my main goal. We didn't accomplish it tonight. I love this kid.
That is such a Jackson. That's what I said. I'm like, do you think Jackson Merrill took a baseball bat to something random like in the clubhouse?
Dude.
Like, because he's so pissed they lost. Oh my God. Manny's over there just like, hey, do you guys want to get some food? And Jackson's in his locker, just like head in his hands, like can't believe what just happened.
I mean, guys, you're right. Some of it is like, dude, it's May, relax, just keep doing your thing. But other parts of me are like, dude, I kind of love that. Like, this guy, all he cares about is winning.
I know. That's what I mean. It's like at first last year, we're like, okay, this is a complete eyewash with him, the way he was saying things, right? And it's like, no, that's just who he is, dude. That's who Jackson Merrill is. He is a psychopath in the best way possible. And that's what you want on your team. You want an absolute nut job psychopath that only cares about baseball 24/7, 365. And that's who Jackson Merrill is. And you want that player on your team. And he's also, by the way, really freaking good. So it's like the best of both worlds.
Listen to these quotes from Schilt. We heard them post game, but just listen to them. This is what he said because we heard it and kind of laughed. This is Mike Schilt post game. We've seen a lot of greatness from Robert Suarez to the point of borderline actually being spoiled. Some days you've got to prove you're human. And then later in the article, this guy has been absolutely lights out for us. Last year, obviously this year, Schilt said, one of those days he'll be back and we are confident he'll be just fine. Mike Schilt.
The ultimate confidence in his players. It was such a Schilty thing to say, which, I mean, I kind of was expecting it, honestly, and hoping he would have said that, because I would have been extremely surprised if he said anything other than what he said tonight, backing up Robert Suarez, because it was Robert Suarez, first blown save of the year. It was his worst outing of the year. There's no need to kill the guy right now.
You're right.
Other than just saying, "Bad game tonight. Let's move on." Awful. But that's what it is, and you just move on, really.
Completely.
As long as this doesn't turn into a pattern, then we're good. But if this is just like a once in a blue moon type of thing, like it happens, it's baseball, 162. You're gonna get nights like this.
I think there was a quote from Suarez. Let me see it. It was kind of generic. Just had a bad day today. I couldn't close out the game. Wow.
Okay.
Well said. We agree. By the way, here's the merch that Jim was talking about, and there is a special going on right now. You want this bullpen to turn it around, buy merch. That's what I've been told from Robert Suarez directly. If you pick up 3 products, you're going to get 10% off, or just pick up 1 and support the channel. We've got everything you could possibly want and more. John and Jim hats and T-shirts and mugs and hats and T-shirts and mugs and stickers and quarter zips. So click the link. I just put it in the live chat. I think it's in the description down below as well if you're watching on replay. And we've seen some of these orders that have come in, and this stuff looks really good. So we're excited for you to check it out and pick something up at some point here, maybe tonight or soon. This looks really good, Jim. Nice item here you posted.
I don't know why they did that.
That was good. And
I didn't mean to
pick up an ampersand for your dog for $17.
No, it's a white J&J. I didn't mean to do that. I'll change that. I don't know why it's there.
Let me pick this up, man. This is a must-have.
Jesus, dude. Show them something that's actually good.
It's not bad. I kind of like this.
Ooh, the J&J hat. That's cool. To the black. Give me the black one. It's a rope hat. Give me the black. Show me
You
the
love
black.
a rope hat. That's so Jim.
Ooh, yeah.
Look at that, right next to your cell phone and keys.
Right next to the cell phone and keys.
And I'll show you one more. I kind of personally like this. There was a quarter zip I was into. This. It's kind of dope. Take home a Carolina Blue J&J quarter zip, folks.
Yeah, no, just do it.
It's what you've been missing. Anyway, the link's in the live chat. Appreciate you guys.
All right. Appreciate you,
Dog shirt is fire.
So and good. ampersand or whatever it's called.
What is it called? I don't even know. We got to remind everyone about Underdog. Hold on. But to do that, I need to find. I'll tell you, the way you pull things up here, it's kind of annoying.
Very annoying.
Do I have an Underdog?
What happens when you're NASCAR, John?
Exactly. I agree with that. Well, without us NASCARing, we'd be divorced. Guys, make sure to play fantasy sports in the best and easiest way through Underdog Fantasy. Use promo code PODSWRAP, PADSWRAP. Get a 50% deposit match up to $1,000 plus a free gimme pick with promo code PODSWRAP. That's PADSWRAP. Simple, easy, play across all sports. Combine NBA with MLB. For example, tomorrow, Nuggets, Thunder, Jokic higher than 27.5 points, Shea higher than 31.5 points. Let's see if Padres for tomorrow is up. Game 2. It is. You could say Cease higher than 7.5 strikeouts. You could find no Padre players are up as of yet, but you could say lower than a half total base for Tim Anderson. You could say lower than a half total base for whoever this dude is. And your $10 wager pays $208 if that happens. And if you flex it, you don't even have to get them all right. You can still win $104. So use promo code PODSWRAP. That's PADSWRAP. Get that free gimme pick plus a 50% deposit match up to $1,000.
Yep. Scan the QR code above my head. Download the Underdog Fantasy app. Use our promo code PODSWRAP, PADSWRAP, when you sign up and start playing now.
If Wyatt Johnston has higher than 2.5 shots on goal, boom, all of a sudden we're up to $1,100.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's right. The Wyatt Johnston.
The Wyatt Johnston? Do you have a Wyatt Johnston rookie card somewhere?
I'd like to pick one up. I might actually go to eBay after this, see if they're available.
Are you still obsessing over cards like you were like 5 days ago?
Don't tell Kristen, but I have some cards in my car.
Like in a pack?
I have what?
Or did you buy like individuals?
Well, I got some for Jones.
Okay, so my next question is like, where are you gonna put these cards? Like in a box somewhere, or are you gonna like display them? Like, what's gonna happen with these cards?
For Jones, they're going in a binder.
Okay.
For me, they're gonna go in like Fort Knox because I'm gonna have like a $500,000 collection.
Oh, okay. Look at you. So you're not gonna display the cards or anything?
I don't know. Where are we gonna show them to who? I'll show them on the wrap-up show.
Well, let me don't have like an office to post them anywhere, put them anywhere. So, oh, here we go. I know. I'm worried about him too, T. Kelly. I know.
This is for Jones.
Is it an entire box?
Just 6 packs.
How much was that?
It says look for rare retail exclusive green parallel cards. 12 cards per pack, 6 packs per box, $30.
Not bad. And you can get some good cards in there. Where'd you get that at the store today?
Honey Hole Collectibles, cool spot. Supporters of the wrap-up show, they watch.
Shout out to Honey Hole Collectors
in Mission Valley.
I might have to hit it up.
And Jones is bringing in, because he has a share bag in kindergarten, he's sharing his card collection tomorrow.
Oh, that's cool. Is he going to do like, you should just open them in front of everybody.
He always got his binder with like random like common cards that he thinks are like the greatest things that have ever happened. Oh, and he takes the Dodger cards and he throws them. He took the Mookie Betts like hologram card that was in that, and he just like threw it as far as he could.
Good boy.
Yeah, so he's like hates the Dodgers. It's hilarious. I'm like, dude, chill.
You've raised him right though. Good job.
Yeah, he's like yelling about them. I'm like, relax. Thank you, Jordan. He says a good pickup. I'm gonna put a pack.
So apparently I picked up a shit thing the other day for you. Well, you picked up a good one.
Correct.
Sorry, I didn't know. I wasn't like in the weeds here.
Imagine if I get that Dinelson Lamet 1 of 1.
Ooh.
He's not in the big leagues anymore, is he?
No. Poor Dinelson Lamet. Pouring out.
Gosh. Dude, that
pouring
guy had
out
an
for
amazing.
Dinelson Lamet.
He had a good 10 start stretch, man. What are we even doing? Is the show over?
Yeah, we're done.
All right. Support our partners, Mark Nimitz at Farmers Insurance, MOA Globes, SeatGeek, Underdog. And join us tomorrow, John and Jim, San Diego Sports 760, beginning at 2. We'll get you ready for game 2 of the series. They need a win after dropping the last 2 to the Rockies and the Angels.
Must-win game.
I think I'd go further than that. I don't know how you could go further than that, but
it's over if they lose tomorrow.
Exactly. So join us tomorrow too, and then tomorrow night on the wrap-up show following game 2 of this 3-game series. What's the upcoming schedule?
They play the Angels, and then the Vetter Cup is this weekend, and after that, John, it's funny you ask me.